get this mystical mythic ranking. Again, we are sponsored by Wizards of the Coast for this week. We highly, extremely, very much appreciate it. It's exceptionally cool of them. They gave us some codes and stuff to give out, but we're mostly going to play this deck. It's just been the most consistent deck. If we're getting paired versus a bunch of certain matches, there's a chance that we switch to the Gates, or even a chance that we go to the Drake's list that we've been playing. Like, all of these lists have been pretty good. I've not actually played this deck any, but I think it's kind of cool too. We might try it at some point. But yeah. Anyway, let's jump into the matches and see what they look like right now. Again, Wizards of the Coast sponsored us, and thank you very, very much. Easy key. Doesn't matter. Always shock these on turn 1 to make it harder for them to turn on light up the stage for turn 2 in case they kept like a greedy 1-land hand or something. You have to kill all this stuff anyway because it makes your like Steamkun and your Viashino and stuff bad, but so this is kind of a cool turn. We actually get to get out in front and deal a little bit of damage. But obviously being on the draw kind of sucks here. It's going to suck real bad if we don't draw an additional land. You can do it, deck. One time, land us. That is not the land we've always wanted. I think I'm actually going to offer to trade here. If they don't accept it, I'm going to Lightning Strike the Viashino either way. But I would rather save our one Lightning Strike to try to hit a Goblin Chain Whirler or something that we can't deal with. Still not an additional land. Not exactly sure what to do now. Kinda want to kill that. But I guess I'm going to play this one. Since our Lightning Strike is again still the only thing we have that can beat a Chain Whirler. Like, I'm pretty hesitant to get rid of it. We only take 1 point of damage this way. Make it a little harder for him to cast Wizard's Lightning. Hey Chris, what's up? Well, there's the Chain Whirler. We did everything we could to try not to lose to this card, but it appears we're still just going to. Unless their hand is like as bad as mine. Because these two cards kind of do nothing here. This card does very little. No, they have the answer. That's very likely all she wrote. Kinda just want to play the Experimental Frenzy. Like, playing this card would have been better, but feels like we're going to get really far behind and have to hit multiple cards this next turn anyway. And we didn't, so that is 100% game. I hate losing the red mirrors. With us going down to 4 life and them not having lands in their hand, there's no way that we're coming back from this. Their life total is just way too grand now. No, we're probably not going to ever beat that card either. So I guess our only chance is to hit this, hit a land, hit a Chain Whirler, and maybe that last card be a brick? Yeah, no, it's just game. Continue our descent back to D3. We've lost to like 3 red decks out of the last 4 or something. These decks are just so consistent. Like, they're not good. They're especially bad in best of 3. But I shouldn't say they're not good. They're clearly good. They're powerful. But like, if things just go slightly sideways, it's really hard to catch up versus any match. Hey, who cares? What's up? And the gate stack also has its problems. Like, if you don't win the dice row, you're pretty messed up by gates. Hey Dave, what's up? He is currently wrecking me. Guess I'm not gonna kill the goblin. I'm just gonna cast a Chain Whirler. And hopefully it can not die. Is it super late or super early for you, Dave? Because you normally stream like... you normally stream like 11 hours from now my time. Ah, super late. I knew it was one of the two, I just wasn't smart enough to know which. Guess I just attack with this and try to first strike down something? They may not block. That's gonna go better than I expected. Guess I want to finish that off, so I might as well. While we still have the shock. Could have done it later in the turn, but I wanted to see what they had. Still lose our Chain Whirler, but we killed their 4/4, so I think that's okay. Maybe I was supposed to attack with both and like light up the flames and attack with both. Oh, cool. It's a 4/3 with another Jade Light coming. This game is not going well. This is one of those games that if we were playing Gates, I think we've already won. Alright, I'm targeting them because of the double light up the flames. Yeah, don't really want either of you. I can play it all at least. hard pass. Wonder if I ever double block here. Can't keep taking the damage, but maybe we'll get lucky and they'll hit 2 lands. Come on, miracles. That's not 2 lands. At least that's a card that's useless. Aw, don't get double counters again. Yeah, it's pretty good versus those decks, but most of that stuff just doesn't get played in best of 1. Alright, well, next turn I'm probably going to be making some very, very bad blocking decisions. And being very sad by it. I could have attacked, but I don't think I want to. I think I just want to set back because I assume they're going to kill one of my blockers and I'm going to need these for double blocks. I don't think this is a game we ever win, though. Especially if they have literal anything. That's fair. You're not wrong. What's up, George? Mukdun, the problem with that is trying to get Mythic in vain, very likely. This game's not 100% over. We're just exceptionally unlikely to win. Potentially a redraw. And they're flooding. Technically drawn the same amount of lands, I guess. We probably have less, so I don't know if I count that as flooding, but now we're dead. Strike 2. This is the deck I own. This is the only deck I trust. We just gotta get on that dice roll winning plan. Alright, so this hand will be good versus most non-mirror matches. Versus a mirror match, this hand is going to be horrendous. This hand's pretty good besides that, though. Wonder if we should try the Darby list. Didn't read his article today, but I'm going to assume he improved the red match. Yeah, we got White Man over there. That means there's a good chance that our Steamkins go unanswered. Oh, they're actually tapping mana. That's so slow. We can do a lot of cool things now. How badly do I want to attack this turn compared to casting a runaway Steamkin? I don't think so at all. Pretty sure I'm just happy getting both Steamkins in play. Still get to attack with the 3/3, of course. I think that's better than just attacking or killing that and attacking for 1. Not sure how this gets punished. That's a manner that it could get punished. don't think I care about that at all. I think the season ends February for like when it turns to February. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that is accurate. So I actually gain a point of, or I gain damage if I do this now. And I might hit more haste threats. But I guess I'm not going to hit more mace threats. I'm an idiot. Could play an experimental frenzy if we hit it though. Or we could hit nothing. Yep, resets. We get some nominal small reward and keep on going about our life. Well, we've spent all of our gas now, but they've spent both tribunals, so maybe we can draw a frenzy. I cast a mountain. There's no risk factors in this build of the deck. As long as they're not playing Lyras, we can probably finish them off before they kill us from here. His deck looks like a Lyra deck, though. That card doesn't do much. That card does. Put them at 2. Eh. I'm ready to do this, I think. Yeah. Like, they stay a little bit higher life total like this, but we get things off the board. Again, I still think I'm just trying to dodge Lyra, so maybe I should have put them at 2. Yeah, they're tapping fast. Feels like a Lyra? Not a Lyra. Heroic reinforcements. Don't care about that. Ah! My phone's going crazy! It's time to wake up. We'll play our land again, experimental frenzy things. They can buy back a 2-3 now. Another land. That's not going to cut it. At least they can attack. Another 2-3. These are the type of games that tilt me to the point where I feel like I just want to log off. I don't handle these type of losses very well. It's like now all I'm doing is thinking about the entire game and trying to figure out where I've missed damage and stuff. Considering I don't think we can win from here. I mean, I think we can draw exactly burn in the burn spell, but that's not the type of world I live in. That's magical Christmas land when we're talking about me. Yeah. Guess I don't block those. ever. I really want to attack and just try to deal 2 damage. If I attack, we're dead to another reinforcement. Are we dead to History of Benalia if I attack? Let's see. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They can pump this, 15, 16. So I'm dead to History of, or sorry, not History. I'm dead to Benelish Marshal or dead to Benelish Marshal or Heroic. I'm not sure what else kills me. Let's see if I can deal 2 damage. I don't think my creatures ever get better. I feel like that might be about the best our creatures can ever do. We're also dead to things like Pride of the Conquerors, but I'm not worried about that. Wasn't beating those cards anyway. Maybe we should have took the line to put them at 2 a while ago. GG. As stated above, that's not the world I live in. Nice quick 0-3 to start today. I guess putting them at 2 might have been better. Another reasonable hand if we can get to a frenzy. Not really drawing frenzies today. This is not the type of hand that wins a mirror, so we gotta hope we're not playing versus a mirror. Unfortunate. Could hold back the Firebrand Walker to try to kill a merfolk, but yeah. There's definitely 3 for 3 on Jade Light Rangers this session that have been cast that I believe have ended up being X3s. Just significantly bigger than X2 versus this deck. Smash that. That's going to be a hard one to beat. Yeah, the Drake's deck seems good. I don't beat the red decks when I play Drakes either, though. I just don't beat the red decks with anything at all. I literally can't beat the red decks. But we're not getting paired versus many red decks this morning, so maybe that's not something I should be worrying about. Usually they have the second wild growth versus me. Like, I tried to play Drakes last night, and like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I thought that made 3 out of the 4 last matches I'd lost in a row to red. It's because I'd lost 2 out of 3 in a row to with the Drakes. Yeah, well, none of my stuff dies, so we got that going for us. And they have to make a bad block now, so the Wild Growth Walker's not going to get them anywhere. Oh, they're just dead. I figured they'd block the 4 power and be alive at 1. They did not. Boom. I guess we could try the Drake deck. If I'm going to keep getting paired versus like this mid-rangey green stuff, I'm just going to switch over to Gates and smash them beyond belief. Wow, this person's really close. I think this means that they're D1. So we might be gatekeeping here. Hopefully. This hand's strong. This hand's very strong. This hand's significantly less strong versus a mirror. Actually, this hand's fine versus a mirror too. I just hate runaway Steamkins versus mirrors. But the third runaway Steamkin was really nice. We're missing lands and a payoff card though, and these 3 creatures aren't going to deal 20. Because there's a good chance that these 3 creatures aren't in play much longer. Well, they're on a 1 land. So 1 land just means they have 7 spells, so when they hit the second land, the game's over. Or maybe not. Oh. Boo. I wouldn't mind to draw one of those. Well, they have 4 spells that are none. Well, are 1. I don't know why I said none. In my mind, I was already casting it on something, I guess. I don't know if I should bother with that, but because of Experimental Frenzy, I'm going to go ahead. These matches are typically, in my opinion, about who draws less lands and who builds up the early board state. They hit 2 light up the stages there, 0 though, so pretty big difference. The game is still fairly even. I mean, they have an advantage, of course, but the 3rd light up the stage, at least it's not a very good card. Ooh. We hit the best card. Let's see if we can outrace whatever they have. Well, it was a decent turn. But considering that's a spell, I don't even think we're ahead yet. We're at 5. We have blockers. Obviously have to block. Or we could just be dead. I do like this interaction. The fact that you can cast a light up the stage cards, which is really sweet. They're going to kill that now. We're going to finish their friend off. And we're going to play this. And we're both at 5, so there's a good chance we can finish. They need like a light up the stage or a frenzy into something. Wow, I don't know how we won that game. That wasn't a game we're supposed to win. We're really far behind. Felt like we got really lucky. What the hell? I have 46 people watching me. I have no idea why. It doesn't show me that anybody's hosting me. I'm positive somebody has to be hosting me for me to get this many people, but my tools is showing me nothing. Now I'm just confused. What the hell? I should stop being so emo then. I average under 10, so I'm confused without a host. It definitely drew very well there. I'm always confused about hands like this, because like I really want to keep this hand. We have an answer to a Wild Growth Walker, which is important, but if we don't draw the second land, we probably just lose. And if we're versus any red deck or any Watery Grave deck, there's a chance that light up the stage doesn't go off. But the hand's kind of perfect, other than lands. I'm going to keep it and probably be very sad. Like, I normally mulligan these hands, but I'm just gambling a little, I guess is the way to say it. And that's one of the drawbacks to keeping this type of hand. We've probably just thrown away a chance at winning a great match. But we can still just draw the land and get lucky. Or maybe they'll think the Steamkun's more impactful, who knows. Pretty sure you just take light up the stage here most of the time. Definitely getting punished for a scenario I described though. Which was my own fault. Like, I knew to mulligan. I was supposed to mulligan. Checking something here. Might as well start throwing burn at them. It's not going to do anything else. Hey, yeah. My kingdom for settled a wreckage that there's almost no chances even in your deck. The tools have to not be working. There has to be somebody hosting. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, being sponsored is sweet. Guess I'll go ahead and throw this at him too. Or at them too. My bad. Try to get it in under an absorb or whatever. Can't imagine that we're going to win this. Can hope. I assume they're just going to have some moments or some contempts or some absorbs or some revitalizes or something. On the positive note, even if they hadn't got rid of our Light Up the Flames, we wouldn't have got our land apparently. They dumped the creature removal spell. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Well, that's not good. I actually have to try to kill that too, because I can gain 2 life a turn. Potentially, JJ. Though a quarter of them have left since I drew their attention to it. Can I concede yet? How close is this to ultimating? Yeah, we can concede. What's that? 2 wins in 6 matches? Off to a blistering pace. Yeah, I definitely think Kai's better than people give her credit for as well. Like right there, she was just a creature removal spell, which was pretty nice versus the red deck. And she threatened to gain multiple life per turn. Like, that can't be that bad, right? I have no 1-drop versus a blue deck. That's never a good sign. I think for the most part, all the 3 mana planeswalkers are better than they're given credit for. I kind of want this to be a 4 at the end of the turn, so that it can't be Deafening Clarion. And maybe they have to use some kind of other way to kill it. That's good for us that they're going to use a treasure map here. That means there's a very high likelihood that we can resolve the experimental frenzy. Who cares? I can't play gates into these blue decks. That's just asking to lose. Well, they're missing their land drop. Yeah, so what is the best way to get the most out of this turn? I don't think there's any way to put the Runaway Steamkin in play and the Frenzy and have both Runaway Steamkins be able to survive Deafening Clarion. So we have potentially 8 mana. Well, actually, no, we can't we? We do have 8 mana. No, we have 5 mana, or 7 mana. Sorry, I'm bad at math. Guess I could just Frenzy next turn, but getting a Frenzy down right now seems kind of punishing. I think I'm going to wait and Frenzy later. They never draw a land, we're in good shape. That's how you win at Magic. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You just don't let your opponents play Magic, and you're good. I can't wait till the best of one ladder Friday. Best of one ladder is going to be sweet. I'm super excited for it. So they shocked to play a Clarion, and then they tapped a good game. I don't actually have a burn spell yet, so it's not necessarily a good game. But I've already lost one game like this today, so I'm not going to take this game for granted. Okay, now we'll tap the good game back. I didn't want to say good game prematurely. I'd already lost one similar game today. I'm always hesitant to say good game to an opponent, even if they started it. Alright, apparently you can get... Apparently these can roll the rares and you can get gems. That's actually pretty sweet. I had no idea about that. Who cares came for the gates and wants nothing else. Alright, who cares if we lose another versus another non-blue match / non-red match in like our next 2 games, then we'll switch. We've already played this opponent. They beat us to death. I remember it kindly. If I'm not mistaken, they're on a Wild Growth Walker deck, and I kept a hand that can't deal with a Wild Growth Walker, so... What if I should just start taking notes and writing down the decks of our opponents? I keep thinking Kai is a card that I should be specking on Moto with. I was wrong. They were not a Wild Growth Walker deck. I'm gonna play this one then. The stream says Gates. By the way, hi everybody in stream. Do any of you play Arena? Because, you know, I got them codes for people. I'm gonna assume anybody watching me plays Arena. Our opponent has more cards in hand than us right now. Really? I've got the crap beat out of me of her in Limited. She just like gained them 2 life for 1,000,000 turns while they had 2 of those little ill-gotten inheritances in play. And they were just gaining 4 life a turn. I could not beat it. And then after enough turns, they got me. I was sad. Alright, well, I'm just slamming this. Attacking, obviously. Don't have to be worried about Kaya's or anything right now. I heard my mother come home, and then I heard her leave again, and I have no food, so I'm sad. It's like, it kills 1-drops, gains 2 life a turn, and then does some damage after you've gained 2 life enough? I guess I'm going to play this one. They could be playing the Crycarnium card. I think they were earlier. But that's fine. It's a good... They'll be at 3 either way. But in Limited, there's no 1-drop, so I'll give you that. That's true. In standard a little while ago, it killed my lava runner and I had to kill it. Alright, we good. We did it! They did not draw white mana and we won. And we know they're playing white mana because they discarded and absorb a while ago. We did it! We can beat opponents who don't play lands. No, I do not want you to call child services because my mother did not bring her 38-year-old son food. Yeah, all these viewers have to be coming from a host because when I look into channel, there's only like the usual 7 or 8 or 10 or whatever. Let's see if I can get somebody to talk. Here's a code for a free pack. First come, first serve. Enjoy. Think I'm gonna play this one then. They don't have a shock, and I can do this and this next turn. It makes them waste a 3-point burn spell on this. Oh, well, they drew a shock. They did not have that shock though. That's guaranteed because it didn't give them priority or anything. Now I checked that. It wasn't them. Though they are sponsoring us and that's sweet. This is not the type of hand that wins mirrors. Oh, they're going for the light up play. So we're like crossing our hands and hoping they don't hit a land. They hit a land. when you don't want them to hit that land. I guess I'm going to save these lightning strikes and just keep playing the I'm going to kill your creatures plan and hope that someday I'll hit an experimental frenzy before the game's over. Maybe I want a 4 frenzy. Drawing 2 of them is generally so bad though. Yeah. Lava Runner hype. Oh gosh, they're attacking. That's way too scary. Not another light up the stage. At least this one hit lands. Hey, we hit a light up the stage. Everybody here is just trying to play fair magic. That's our second light up the stage, so that's pretty sweet. I guess we're definitely using one of these, so we might as well use it on this to make their Wizard's Lightning a little worse, but still have the other one in case they have a Chain Whirly. Still think the first one of us that has a Frenzy probably wins this game. That could potentially just win it as well. I guess I'll kill that. Though it's unclear if that is what I should have did. Oh gosh. I think this card is like pretty bad because I think it's only good on even board states are ahead. I think it's just like beyond bad when you're behind. But they are even or ahead, so therefore it is good. Wah, wah, wah. I guess we can switch to the Gates deck. You keep asking, we're getting nowhere with this. Though, we're not getting paired versus mini green decks, and that's the only thing the Gates deck wants to play versus. Feels like I'm just throwing away wins when I click this deck. Like, it's okay versus the red decks if we're on to play. It's like pretty bad if we're on to draw. It doesn't beat any of the blue decks. So, there's a good chance I'm going to play one game of this and get sad and go back to red. It can beat the blue decks post-board. It just doesn't really beat them pre-board. Alright. That sounds reasonable. Lead with this. Yeah, it's a blue deck. GG. Look what you calls, who cares? I could cast Cirtuitous Wrath, but I don't want them casting expansion on it, so I guess I'm not supposed to cast it? At least not supposed to yet. I don't know if it's enjoyment. We don't even get to play Magic. We do get to play a bunch of lands though, which is sweet. Like our hand does nothing. I guess I can play both of those. Meh. Maybe this will resolve. I play an 8/8. I play another repeatable 8/8. God, can't stop sneezing. Goodbye, my 8/8. You'll be missed. I mean, we are doing nothing. These cards do nothing in this game. I don't even want to put them on top. I can't win if I put them on top. I can't win if I don't put them on top. The only way to win this match is to get a guild summit. And to get it fairly early. Because it obviously doesn't resolve late. Basically, I have to have it on turn 3. I cast my 8/8 for 0. And then I pass. This deck's just not designed to beat these type of decks, which is why we have 4 Nezahals and 4 Negates and stuff like that in the sideboard. It's designed just to beat the mid-range green things. Hey, the People's Elbow, thank you for the follow. I guess my tools are working. Well, that's just awkward then. Huh. Now I'm just confused. Go get Siloid. And that's game. Yeah, back to the red deck. I don't know. Might as well lose a game of Drakes while we're at it. Hey, Z-Canner, what's up? Nah, back to the red deck. Hey, Z-Canner, do you play any arena at all? Who's your squad? I don't think I have the cards, Dave, to play a red-green deck. Like, I probably don't have the cards. I don't think I have Stomping Grounds and Rootbound Crags and stuff. Oh, well. I feel like this game's already over. We kept a hand that is very miserable versus the white deck. He's a Chain Whirler, though. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, there's a real chance. Our opponent doesn't have lands. But yeah, you can kick me the list. I'll check and see if I have the cards. I've not done very good with the red-green decks on Moto. Like, they have beaten me senseless. Guess it's pretty easy to start with an attack. Then light up the stage. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit a second Chain Whirler. If not, then we get to make more decisions. I'm definitely going to kill at least one of these so they can't Loxodon. Like, they can't untap, draw a land, and play Loxodon. Oh, that's a good team. I wish Brad liked blue decks in Legacy. Going to assume that you can send it, you can post it in chat, or you can send it to my Twitter. Just whatever you're in the mood to do, Dave. The world's your oyster. Or oyster? Oyster. I think that's the correct word. Yeah. Oyster. I'm not good at Englishes. I think I'm going to kill this too. Giving up a point of damage like that, but I don't want him to block and gain some life. Let's keep him on the back foot. I would say based on them keeping that hand, they're going to have a second history though, and we're going to very much need to draw a burn spell this turn. Or our Chain Whirler can attack. Huh. This is going to work out better than I expected. Do I value the Lava Runner? Probably not. I'd rather just get them in 3 points, the dead range. Yeah, sounds good, Dave. Let's pop it over here, open up my Twitter. Apparently I have a bunch of notifications. Oh, you might have meant DM in. That's a good team. It's a good team. Brad crushes the Legacy Challenge with his Dark Depths deck as well. So he'll probably do very well with it on top of that. Well, let's see. What did you target? I assume you targeted the lifelink thing? Yeah, wait. No, you targeted the Knights. So they don't have any good attacks if I just send the team here, or good blocks. They could double trade these two for this. And I'm absolutely fine if they do that. Like, clearing their board's good for me. They could also just, like, block, sack. I'm fine with that too. They don't gain life this way, so they're going to stay at 1. You're the Death Shadow Smasher in Legacy. I remember you smashed me and got a 5-0 in a league not long ago, if I remember correctly. I want to learn Shadow extremely bad, but I feel like Shadow's just too hard for my little brain. You have the little Jace in your sideboard, right? One of the few people that are doing that. I mean, I get confused playing Standard, so I'm confident that a deck where your life is your main resource would be way over my head. Alright, well, any haste threat would win here. That's a haste threat. Let's ping their face for style. That's a pretty solid team, though. I recognize the name Joe Stempo, too, but I don't know why I recognize it. Like, I don't... Like, obviously I recognize it from coverage somewhere. But I can't recall why. Like, Mardu Pyromancer is what's jumping in my head, but I don't know if that's accurate at all. Top 8, yeah. I knew it had to be from coverage. I just couldn't recall specifically what from coverage. Okay, so that's probably what it was then. I know it was in the back of my head for some reason. I just couldn't place it. I'm just gonna cast this. The code? I don't think it's getting code where I live. I mean, it's kind of code, but I don't think it's getting super code here. Let me go look at the weather report. Maybe I'm wrong. I apologize if there's background noise. I don't really use this website. Let's check the 10-day and see what we got going on. Ooh, this is a good time to draw a Chain Whirler. Don't care if they block here. Like, this thing probably dies to a Chain Whirler pretty soon anyway, so... No, the coldest it's going to get here, it looks like, is 11 during the night, but we're getting back up into 60s and 50s at the beginning of next week. There's it. Deck should have... Oh, I definitely don't think I have these cards. Sideboard is all wrong, but ignore it. Alright, we'll check it as soon as this match is over, but I'm pretty sure that I don't have them. Hey, the Magic Channel just went live. I guess that means the Vintage Super Series is about to come on. One less dragon and one more phoenix. Gotcha. No, don't kill our friend. This game was looking really good for us a minute ago, and now I'm afraid we're just going to lose to a Chain Whirler or a Frenzy. That is only the second spell we've drawn this game, though, which is typically a bad sign. I can't stop sneezing. Are you playing I guess you're playing the modern then, and Joe's picking up standard, and Brad's going to be depsing people. Don't kill our last fret. That was our last fret. And a decent life total lead though, so it's still at a point in the game where like the first person that plays Experimental Frenzy probably wins. I feel like these games come down to that a lot. Yeah, I've been wanting to try the burn deck, especially after I think Andreas Peterson. I think that's how you pronounce his name. After he won the challenge last week, like that deck looks really sweet to me. I'm kind of afraid of Dredge though. Like I keep running into Dredge every time that I play the leagues, and like Crippling Chill is such a hard card to beat for burn. But I actually think Burn's pretty good. Like Dredge is the only match I really dislike, and it's still winnable. I just don't love it. But like, there's not a lot of ley lines running around right now. Oh gosh, they're on the Flame of Keld build. They had the Experimental Frenzy and they got rid of it, but I guess they had to make something happen in face of a Chain Whirler. Like they didn't have time to be patient and try to outdraw it and just do nothing. That's fair. That's fair. You gotta probably have to run remotely hot and get them with the old Teamer Battle Rage, which a lot of people don't even run anymore. I think I'm going to sleeve up Paper Death Shadow again. Like, I didn't expect to win that game. Like, we didn't do anything for so long. Gotta be honest, this deck's not particularly fun, but with the season ending in what is it? Ending Friday night, I guess, or technically Thursday night, Friday morning. Oh, wait, I forgot I was supposed to look up Dave's deck. Cancel. Not too late. I'm too stupid to remember to look up a deck from literally talking 2 minutes ago. That's how silly I am. How can you forget something for 2 minutes? Or in a 2 minute period, rather. Not for 2 minutes, but. Please, no fault erasure. I really want our chain friend. Oh, gosh. Well, our hand's not ideal for winning this match. There's not been a lot of fog on Arena lately. I don't think I have any Phoenixes. I guess we could craft some cards. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I throw all the damage I can possibly throw at them then. And hope that we get another turn. And that we draw a burn spell. Because we probably need all of that. But we made it close, if nothing else. And they've not necessarily won yet. They don't have a kill condition in play, and they have to take a lot of extra turns. Problem is, they're going to have fogs from now on, so like we literally have to draw the burn spell, and we have to dodge Revitalize. Which are not easy things to do. We can click Mr. McPinchy though. They hovered our Chain Whirler for some reason. That's kind of weird. They're like double reading Chain Whirler at this point in the game? I will double check your wilderness reclamation so I can see how dead I am. They've already used one of their timeouts. Oh wow, they're not taking an extra turn this turn. So if we draw a lightning strike or a helix, we probably win. It's not guaranteed, but probably. JK. Ah, if they don't have a fog, we probably win. It's looking worse and worse. That's a bad sign. If they're taking the time to cast that, that means they've got a Nexus. Because they could have drawn more cards with the Chemist's Insights. Nexus. A lot of these Teferi deck or Bant decks only have 2 Revitalizes, which means that even if they lock us out of lands with Teferi, that at any point that we do get an extra turn, like if we get multiple of them, we can always just like sandbag a land and try to like draw a land and a shock. But I mean, it's like obviously we're like pretty obviously dead now. I guess we'll keep playing for like the million outer or whatever. Could just stop wasting everybody's time and move on to the next match. Okay. If they take a turn this turn, we'll concede. Since they have a Searcher Ascanta. There's some chance that they don't have it, but since they keep hovering a card in their hand, it feels like they have it. Like they hovered this card like multiple times, so it felt like they were considering casting it. Oh, well, we got our extra turn. Oh god, settled the wreckage. I didn't expect that. I expected just a simple fog. I'm not exactly sure why I've not conceded yet. Ooh, that's a solid one here too. Yeah, we'll concede. Let's see how close we are to playing Dave's deck. Import. I'm just gonna type Gruul Smash as the name of your deck. Wait, where's your deck at? I guess it's this one? Did it not copy the red cards? I hate you, Moto. Why? Why did it not work? Let's go back to Twitter. That should have definitely worked. Let's try it again. Maybe I'm really bad at copying and pasting. Let's open a notepad and figure out what it's not seeing. Oh, that's why. Because when I copy it from there, it wants to put it all on different lines. Sure. Alright, well, we can fix that. Won't take long. Apologize for the brief downtime here. Pell Collector. Ooh, and Legion War Boss. Alright, that should be it. Copy, import. Let's see, you said to get rid of one of these and add one of these. How many cards do I need? I need a lot of cards. And whatever. Anything for Dave. That should have worked. Or that did work, rather. We played this guy earlier, too. I don't remember what they were playing. I'm pretty sure they were the person... Wait, why is this like this now? What? Go back to the full screen. Whatever. I don't know how to fix it. We'll have to figure it out in a minute. Ah. Fixed! Kind of confused whether I'm supposed to just attack with this or whether I'm supposed to play around Deafening Clarion. Kind of just want to attack with it. I'm just going to attack with it. Probably Esper anyway. Jeskai's not super, I needed the lands at the very least. Jeskai's not super popular anymore, so... With Jeskai not being super popular, I think it's a pretty easy attack. I'm gonna haste this thing, too. Just trying to get people dead. In before they, Okay. Lucky us. I'm gonna say in before they play a Sulfur Falls and make me cry. This is just 2 mana, right? So technically we can pump this and this. Though, they keep hovering things, so they're going to use some kind of removal spell here, I think. Oh. They're not going to use some kind of removal spell here. Guess let's start with this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Meh. What's the worst that can happen? They have a counter spell? Cast this one because of the hexproof, and we might have just won. Oh, sweet. We did just win. Man, that giant growth was really good. Oh wow. I forgot we had a green daily. I have dinner being brought to me, so I'm probably going to be more muted than usual since I talk a lot while I play. Yeah, that's reasonable. That makes sense. I wasn't 100% sure which one I was going to do though. Like I kind of figured they'd have a Silhouette or something, and like got the 4/4, but because the Kyle's Wrath, I guess I had to go for it. So yeah, it was probably just bad of me. A pretty land heavy hand, but maybe our friend will do some work. So versus red deck wins, we just make 4/4s and 3/3s, right? Feels like we just make 4/4s and 3/3s here. More 4/4s. Turn 2 4/4 into turn 3 4/4. If we don't beat the red deck with this type of draw, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. Especially when we still have a combat trick. Hmm. So we play this, we're attacking for 11, 15. But if they don't block, we could just be dead? Hmm. I think I'm just going to attack for 8 and play a 3/3. Because their life total is like pretty low here too. And this will beat them having a Chain Whirler, which is pretty nice. Like, I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. I think it would take a pretty specific set of them playing a land and having like 3 very specific cards to win. No, honestly, I can't even think of what those cards would be. It'd probably start with like a Wizard's Lightning. I don't know. I think we just win. I can't even think of the scenario that they win. These things having hexproof on my turn so that he can't use a removal spell in response to our collision, or I guess technically our Colossus, is what really makes me just think we have it locked up here. And I think I attack with it all now. They can't beat these. They can't target these on this turn. The max they can block force 2. I don't think there's red pump spells that keep them alive, but maybe they are, or not. At least not ones that are going to be played. Our opponent appears to be roping out anyway. Colossus is such an underrated card. What have you struggled with the girl deck? Because I would imagine the Sultai decks are kind of hard to beat, but they're not really around in best of one. They kill most Hydroid or Carassuses as well. And Angel of Grace that's out of that Bant deck, which is getting a little bit more popular. Really, Esper is or Sultai is a decent match. That super surprises me. I played versus this Andre Judd last night, and I do not remember what they were playing, but I think I have to mulligan this hand regardless of what they're playing. This hand's keepable. Well, I guess I'm going to keep that. Hmm. Could use my mana, but if they're just casting a school or a breaker, it feels like we're racing. This was a D plus pickup. Not going to worry about making a 4-4. Again, I think we're racing. If we get to trade 2 of these for 2 of those, that's not that bad. Oh, Collision Colossus, how do we love you? I kind of assume if he plays that without waiting on the mana, that there's a good chance that he just has two. This was a play error, because if they'd flashed in Merfolk Trickster, I don't get the counter now. I'm tempted to use the Wizard's Lightning here. It gets 3 damage to our opponent either way. Well, not either way, but you know what I mean. Either we get to kill the Curious Obsession or we deal 3 damage to our opponent. Hello, our newest friend. So far, we've had a Lana Werewolf on turn 1, a Girl Spellbreaker on turn 2 every single game. I wonder what our games are going to look like that we don't. Yeah, Rhythm underperformed so much for me, and I wanted that card to be so good. I wonder if Rhythm's still a decent sideboard card because it makes your stuff not counterable. I don't know what to do this turn. None of these options seem particularly good. That's what I'm leaning towards, Dave, but I really hate casting the elf to turn before they can play a Chain Whirler because it always feels like it's just free for them. But the elf gives us the best upside. And we kind of needed this off the table before we played this. Shit, I did not mean to attack with everybody. That was just hitting the spacebar like an idiot. I meant to only attack with the forced one. Um, in Modo, when you press click phase like that, it only sends the forced attacker. That was just a big, silly play by me. And the sad thing is, I should know that because I do that quite frankly. I do that multiple times a night. Like, you'd think I would have learned my lesson by now. Like, the attack's not that bad, but it's still not what I meant to do, because I didn't want to just trade War Boss for a Pyromancer that I value none. Well, I'm just going to slam both of these in. They seem to be flooding out a little bit, so we got that going for us. I kind of want to attack. I feel like our blocks are, like, at least decent. Like, Chain Whirler would suck, but that's the only card that I think really sucks here. I don't actually know how we won that game. We got really lucky, especially with my big goof. Let's just press spacebar because you're Searsist. Hey, no, I see you in chat. Do you play Arena? Because I still have codes to give people. Somebody asked me for codes. We got to give these codes away. Wonder if anybody even took the time to get the one I posted in chat earlier. This card underperformed for me when I originally tried it, but like you were saying earlier, that Rhythm may just be unplayable, and all the decks that I tried it with were all Rhythm decks. It might be worth going back and checking to see if make sure somebody got it. You can use multiple of these. I kind of want to play the Pelt Collector and the Goblin here. Like, really just maximize the pelt collector. Because when I see these two lands, I'm just assuming that they're Bant Fog, and I figure that we need to do our best to get the game over with by like turn 5. And we have a hand that can get the game over with by turn 5. Hey, Mezzo. Do you, if the code doesn't work, Mezzo, let me know and I'll give you one. This is a pretty big smash. Oh, it worked? Or are you saying awesome because I said I'll give you one if it doesn't? I'm not sure. Alright, well that's a problem. Well, let's hope they don't have fog, I guess. Okay, cool, it worked. Which one was that? To make sure I deleted it off my list. Well, that doesn't do anything, so that's acceptable. I'm going to target the one that obviously can't be targeted. I think that's already enough to win, but I'm too lazy to do the math, and it's just easier to do this and know that we win. Yeah, it was enough to win. Like I said, too lazy to do the math. It's a lot easier to just know we win. Alright, well, we've not lost since we listened to Dave. What a surprise. I listened to the much better Magic player to me and I start to win. I'm pretty sure that Lars and Dave are responsible for about half of my wins at any given time. Yeah, well, we have to mulligan this. I think this card's underrated too. Like, people will look at it and they're like, well, that's not as good as Glorybringer, or that's not as good as Thundermaw, but like, I think this card's actually really good, and I don't even necessarily know that it's worse than those cards. It's different, but I don't know that it's worse. Yeah, Lars is definitely a baller. Like, Jabberwocky used to be the best kept secret on Moto. I wonder if Lars is now. Does it even count? Like, Lars has played in Worlds and multiple MOCSs, but yet it still seems like people don't give him enough credit. Like, I truly feel like Lars would be a household name top 25 player if he just lacked to travel. But he doesn't. He doesn't like to travel. That's fair. That's fair. He uses a different Twitch name than he does a Twitter name, so he's gotta elusively confuse people. I kind of think it's worth blocking here. Like, just preventing enough damage to let us get to these draw or spells seems like it's pretty relevant. I'm going to block this one as opposed to this one because this one at least forces a lightning strike where this one only forces a shock. And getting a lightning strike out of him is preventing 4 damage from later. And then we're just slamming another 4/4. Who reads descriptions? Come on. Come on. Read. What's this read? To play a 5/5 that can kill both of these next turn, or to play a 4/4. Our opponent is impatient. Look at this. He just keeps slamming your go over and over. Alright, well, I'll play a 5/5. And I will not attack again. Anybody who's watched me streams knows I barely read the cards. I'll play a card for like a week and then get confused by something it does. I think I can start attacking now if I want. We're at 12 life. Yeah, we can attack. We're just lethal next turn. And he has to kill this before he can even attack us. Is this 5-0 now with Dave's deck? How good have the Legion's war bosses been for you? I'm still not sure I know how to kill them before they let somebody get a counter. Or, sorry, before they let somebody get a goblin. Alright, well, we'll keep this. I only have about an hour left tonight before my Lakers game, so we might not get to play a whole lot. That's kind of interesting. I attack you. Maybe they need the firebrand for a light up the stage? I'm not sure. Yeah, turn 2 war boss has to be sick. I really feel like they need that for light up the stage. Because I'm confused why our pelt collector's still alive. Alright, apparently they did not need it for light up the stage, and I'm just wrong. It's honestly not that unusual for me to be wrong about something. Think I'm gonna take this? You got me. Daggers. I guess I'll play a 4/4 and let you kill my pelt collector. Oh, that's actually neat. I didn't even think about that. So it's going to be hard for the war boss to survive this turn. I'm kind of saving the lightning strike for a chain whirler, but I don't know if that's cool. I like how before SCG opened this tournament, I'm definitely blocking. I don't care if they put a lightning strike on this thing. That's fine. Before SCG, nobody was playing chain whirlers. Everybody was on risk factors on Arena, but like it seems like it's changed pretty significantly. Feels like everybody's on chain whirlers now. How many 4/4s can you beat? Oh, that's fair. I definitely should attack because it was 100% that he was going to kill it. Like it wasn't even a question. It was 100% he was going to kill it. So I very potentially missed a point of damage. Well, we're flooding out this game. Our opponent's getting a little revenge on us. They don't have any great attacks at the moment, though. We have a lot of good draws from here. Probably going to lightning strike something this turn. I guess you. No, no, no. Just that. I'm not going to do this again. I already messed this up once. Once is enough per stream. Looks like they're thinking about killing our war boss end of turn. But it doesn't make sense to really do that end of turn. Like, they can always just do it on their turn if they want. Probably don't know what they've drawn here. Think I'm just gonna go ahead and play to land. I don't really want to bluff anything. They're still holding cards in hand. They never did bother to kill this. So that would make me guess they had Frenzy, but maybe they don't. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Well. How do we beat that? Kind of feel like we can't attack. If we attack, they just killed a pelt collector. Play the pyromancer, put us at 7. Attack, put us at 5. I don't know, maybe I have to attack now. This killing this saves us damage. I probably have to attack. I'm just way too far behind. Like, I'm not going to win this game playing defense. And I don't think I'm likely to win it attacking, but like, I'm more likely to win it attacking than trying to hold back. If they double block, that's not even that bad for us. This actually would be kind of good. Oh, wow. They're going to put us at 2. I guess that means they very likely drew a burn spell. Casting this as a haste just gives us 15 points, but they only have to block 1. So I can't really cast it as a haste spell. I have to put the counters on it. If they have any spell that can kill this, we're dead anyway. Maybe I'm supposed to play around a Lava Runner or something, but just taking 2 damage seems not that bad. If we get out of this next turn alive, we'll probably win on our next turn. I should have attacked before I played the Hellcat, because now he's more likely to block with the 2 Pyromancers. Or they're more likely. I keep saying he. I gotta get out of that habit. Gotta get out of that habit. Need to just say opponent or something. I think it's a thing from Kentucky. Like, when I grew up, everything, like animals, people, they always say the word he here, but when it comes, or sorry, say the word she, but when it comes to men, they always say the word he. It's not a thing that I should say. Like, it doesn't matter whether your dog's a male or a female, or like whether you have a big giant truck or like a little dainty car. Where I come from, they say the word she. It's not just a Kentucky thing? Alright. So we have to be lethal, right? I don't even know why I shocked those. I don't think it mattered. I definitely feel like we stole that game. We had the other Shockland we could use as well. Oh, that's common. I didn't realize that was common. Yeah, like they would call a boat a she here as well. Whether it was like a speedboat or a pontoon or a yacht, they would always just call it a she. Not that I've ever seen a yacht in my entire life, but I'm just making the general comment. But like I realize it's wrong, but when you've done something for like 30 some years, you do it out of habit at some point, even when you're not trying to be rude, you just do things out of habit or say things out of habit. Don't think I'm gonna keep this hand. Don't want to keep this hand. Don't want to go to 5 either. Alright. I do think this hand's not terrible. I will play my 1/1 and prepare to lose. At least you don't have to draw a whole lot of lands to start putting power in play. Maybe I should have kept the 6. Really? Mountain, lightning strike. If we hit a green source, we're off to the races. We have the Llanowar Elf and stuff, but... Huh. Yeah, I could just be wrong. This certainly didn't work out. Boom, baby. I think I'm too far behind just to kill the Steamkin. They they only had 2 lands, so I felt like there was a good chance the Spellbreaker didn't die. I'm certainly blocking this. Wait. I acknowledge this is not long for this world. We draw another mountain, and their hand doesn't have a lot of spells, though it obviously has a lot of spells considering they missed a land drop. But I like to use big words like if. If we'd hit that land 1 turn sooner, we might have actually had a legitimate chance this game. That's not the untapped land I've always dreamed about. That graphic's so sweet. Alright. Goodbye, Hellcat. If they have the removal spell, they can kill the Hellcat, but if they have the removal spell, they would just kill us, so. This deck feels good. Definitely feels at least good. It definitely feels good. Yeah, they probably have a removal spell, but again, not winning without it. Ooh. Maybe they just have all ends. That's not all ends. Maybe we'll draw a 5/5. That's not a 5/5. I've not got paired versus. Oh, that's a frenzy. Rest in pepperoni. Am I crazy to think if we'd hit our land 1 turn earlier, we could have won that game? I've not played versus it, so we'll have to refer to Dave on that. Like, I just now got the deck list. Wish there was a blossoming defense in this format. This hand seems gas. We played this opponent today as well. I do not remember what they were playing. I think versus anything that's not red, I'm just mostly going to haste these guys. Well, I meant one for green, but yeah, Dive Down is one of my favorite cards, and it's incredibly underrated to boot. but I meant one for green. Wouldn't mind them just playing a tapped land here. That way we could at least get one friend from our Legion War boss. This Esper match feels miserable. The Cinder enchantment's actually pretty good. Alright, well, we're playing a different spell now. I don't want to play the Legion War boss just straight into Moment of Weakness mana. Cast down Moment of Weakness. It's the same thing in that particular sense of the word, at least. I know this deck's been beating me in best of one. Seems pretty decent. Mortify. Alright, so now we get to get our Legion's War Boss into play, which is sweet. We get to get a minimum of 1 Goblin from it, but I gotta feel like we're pretty far behind now. No, don't take our pal. They don't have a removal spell for the War Boss. That'd be great. They dumped a land though, so they're gonna have a removal spell. It'd probably be a Kaya's Wrath. But we did get to do a lot of damage to him. Oh, wow. Wow, that was good for us. They know we have this Lightning Strike too, but they don't know we have the other one. So I guess we're trying to fade a moment of weakness. Moment of craving. I don't know why I keep saying weakness. That's not game. I don't think I'm going to kill the Teferi here. I'm just going to put them at 1 with the Lightning Strike up. They have to deal with both of our creatures and the Lightning Strike now. That doesn't seem impossible for them to do, because like they can just Kaya's Wrath into Absorb or whatever. But it also doesn't seem impossible. How soon is that RPTQ? Nice. We got past Esper. Starting Friday, we get to play best of 3, so we get to do a lot of real testing, like best of 3 ranked. So that'll be sweet. Well, looking forward to that. Man, our RPTQ here is loaded. Like, the RPTQs, the closest ones to me are all just like bomb weekend warriors. Like you'll see like the Ross Marions, the Brad Carpenters, the Emma Handys, like all the SCG grinders and stuff. You'll see old Pro Tour people too, like sometimes like Dave Shills and stuff. Is it wrong to not play a Llanowar Elf this turn? Like, I don't want to shock myself. Shocking myself there felt wrong, but maybe I'm supposed to just go for it and like make them waste their mana. Prepare to get blown out by Chain Whirler. It's our favorite thing to do. 100% blocking. Since I expected these elves to not do a lot anyway. If they're preventing 2 damage, a repeatable 2 damage, like I'm going to jump up and down. Dance like there's no tomorrow. That felt like such a win. I don't think the Rekindling Phoenix alone will win the game though, so we're going to have to hit something else. Also, don't think our Killing Phoenix can block in this situation. I feel like we just have to attack with it. The 8-land hand, the 8-land 2-elf hand does not seem like it's going to get there. But we've certainly not lost yet. They have 4 spells in their hand still, which is a problem. Oh, that's a dagger. I was hoping they wouldn't be able to play 3 spells that turn. Maybe attacking with a Phoenix was just wrong. Oh, dead, 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 dead. Guess we're not attacking now. I've already done the damage to myself. Eek. Well, we get another 4/4. Oh, they hit a land and a 1-drop. Daggers. Kind of needed that not to happen. I guess I'm just going to play this. I want to attack. I think I'm just dead. Maybe they'll hit 2 lands. 2 lands? That's not 2 lands. Forget to use your Fanatical Firebrand? Oh, you don't even need to use your Fanatical Firebrand. You get a Chain Whirler. How much mana they have? Like, I'm not a mathematician, but it feels to me like they just have all of the mana. I'm pretty confident that I can concede. Huh. Maybe they'll make a bad block. I don't think I can win, so... attack you for lethal. So, 1's trampling through here. That's 9. Alright, let's just kill the Chain Whirler. They hit 2 lands, we can still win. Alright, one more time, they'll have 2 lands. FYI, I don't think we can win even if they have 2 lands, because they'll have spells in their hand. Alright, that's enough. And they have enough mana to attack us for 6 and then use the mana and sacrifice to Frenzy and then play the spells, but... we certainly wasn't winning passing into infinite mana every turn, so... I was just kind of hoping they made a bad block. They did not. Feels like everybody up here at this rank is just jamming red. Red and Esper. Every round. Red or Esper? Which one are you? They're red. Boo. Guess I'd rather just play a 3-3 here. Try to avoid casting the Growth Guardian for no value. Oh wow, they shocked me. Have a risk factor. We don't have to worry about that. We'll play this and attack for 4 though. Yeah, expected that. We get to play a 4-4 next turn, because I assumed they're going to kill this turn. Might just be double. Oh, so light up the stage? Yeah, their hand's not good. They did get a skewer, though, but they didn't get another land. So we're going to skewer that, go down to 8, and we're going to play a 4-4? I said 8, but it's 9. Or, no, it is 8. I can math. I was right. Forgot this was a 3-3 for a second. Alright, so we have lethal on the table now. There are a lot of the stages were really bad this game. Mainly because they didn't have mana to use them. Let's see if we get paired versus red again. If we're going to get paired versus red every single match at Diamond 1, maybe we'll go throw a Wild Growth Walker deck together, like Wild Growth Walkers and Lyras. I can keep this hand. It's not particularly aggressive, but I don't think you can mulligan it. Wild Growth Walker? Not Wild Growth Walker. I still think I kill that, though. Get on out of here. Get. Nyet. Huh. Assume they have cast down. Play this, get no value out of it. Play this and get it Chupacabra'd. Kinda want to play the Spellbreaker, but I think I'm going to cast the Legion Warboss. I don't think this card gets better the later the game goes. I think this is what I'm going to play. I'd rather keep the Spellbreaker. Nothing else is a 4-4. Hey, our opponent didn't know how to stop us from getting a Goblin. That was the thing I was saying earlier that I can't figure out how to do. I don't know if that point of damage will matter, but it is cute. Ugh. That card's very good versus us. That's such a high loyalty. Oh, Ramon Vaquez stream? I guess they stream. Their name would be the best name ever if they didn't stream. Can you imagine how cool that would be if they just don't stream? Attacking this seems like it's going to do nothing. Eek. Should ask them for a name change. I think you probably can request a name change. I know my buddy Al that streams Fortnite is his username is twitch.tv/Al, well, whatever his thing is. To be completely honest, off the top of my head, I can't remember what his stream name is. He changes his name so often. I think it's Albert the Fourth right now, but I won't swear. Can I concede this game? I'm going to concede this game. I don't concede a whole lot of games. I play them out for the stream just so people can see the, like, you know, the less than 5% outs and stuff like that, because those are things that you need to play for in bigger tournaments, I think. But where we only have 25 more minutes tonight, and I'm really, really hoping beyond hope that we can get there, I think I'm going to go ahead and pop it. I guess I'm going to keep this hand, but I don't really want to. We have 2 turns to draw a mountain and not feel miserable. Ritual Suit. Yeah, Ritual Suit could be good right now. Guess I'm just going to play you and start slamming 4/4s. If I don't hit the mana, of course. If hit the mana, I'll probably spell break. No mana. This game's not going to go well. 4/4s, yar. You can still draw the red mana next turn. It's not that bad, I guess. Oh gosh, they had a good draw too. That's not a red mana. Where's our Goblin Chain Rollers now? I was thinking versus tokens was just going to go so wide so quick that if I don't get some chip damage in, that the Flyers would never win the game. That was like what I was kind of thinking. And we do have this thing that gives trample that maybe we can steal a game with, but I was kind of hoping to get them to about 10 before they set up a lot. This card's going to be more annoying than I wanted it to be. Positive note is I think I can actually block with this. Both have lifelink. Do I even care about the 4/4 anymore? I guess I do. But I don't really. Hey, it's no Johnny. Uh-oh. That is just a cool interaction. Alright, we done. We ran into a rough patch this last little bit. We were doing too well. The game decided, nah. Not home slice, you're doing too well. I guess this hand's a keep. And this hand no longer looks like a very good keep. At least they attack, I think I block. Ooh. That card's hard to beat. Alright, we need some lands. Getting ready to drop back to D2. It appears. Maybe not. Unclear which I want to play. If we play the Pelt Collector, they're obviously going to use a removal spell. I think I'm just going to play the Pelt Collector. Maybe the Pelt Collector's too wrong because there's a good chance that we can never attack it through the electrostatic field regardless. We're already at 12. Oh, they have another risk factor? We are SOL. I just let them draw cards then? I think I just want to let them draw cards. Yeah, draw your cards. Giving them the cards feels bad, but the max damage we're going to take is 3 now. That just seems better than the alternative. Oh, I don't want to shock. Can we win without playing the Hellcat? I don't know if we can win even with the Hellcat. We have to just be dead next turn. Should have attacked with this too. That was the play mistake. To not give them the option to just block with that. Ferox has never been very good for me versus them. I guess we're dead. Just takes 2 3-point damage spells. I guess we have to have the lightning strike. Back to diamond 2. We're falling and we're falling quickly. We're so close. Was that 3 or 4 losses in a row, maybe? Yeah, having strikes hasn't even felt enough into red deck, and we have 4, but it kind of. We have just not been able to play lately. Feel like this hand's a mulligan too. Damn it, it's another red deck. I'm on tilt now, I think. And I feel like I'm dead. Don't know that I am, but I feel like I am. Well, the positive note, they did not play a chain whirler pre-combat. On a not positive note, we still need a mountain before our cards even do anything. That's not a mountain. That's a mountain. I'll play the 5/5 first. Sure, whatever. I'm taking 4. It attacks better, and it's the one that demands more of an answer. It'll block with an elf if he attacks. Just sending everything. We can theoretically win next turn if we draw a collision. We're definitely getting risk factored this turn. I really don't want to take this. They have 3 cards. The odds of them untapping and winning seem so high. This is the guy that spams your go a lot. I think I'm going to decline. They're probably going to get more than 4 damage worth of spells, but it makes them use their mana. And then sometimes we're going to get unlucky and we're going to draw like double land, right? Or like double land in a frenzy, or like rando creature that doesn't do anything. I feel like there's a good chance we're dead if we don't. Or if we take it. a good chance we're dead regardless. But irregardless? Is irregardless a word? I'm not sure. I have about 12 minutes left before I have to go, so we'll probably get a few more games in, but not a lot. This deck's been pretty fine. Pretty fun so far. I should spam you go to them like they were to us, but I won't. Yeah, the mana issue was the big reason that I didn't want to there. Still think there's a good chance that we're just dead this turn. Attacking with the Atlanta World just doesn't really do anything anymore, does it? If we win, we're going to win in the air. I guess it'd be good versus like Lightning Strike Shock, but if they have Lightning Strike Shock, it's probably just better to throw them at us. Kill his guys before he untaps. I was going to play the other Phoenix. Playing the other Phoenix is what I had planned on doing. Guess they're timing out. I'm not really sure. Yeah. Do what Dave says. Not attacking of these land worlds was just wrong now that I think about it. Because the land worlds had to be blocked anyway. So I should have attacked with the land worlds. They would have to block them, or they'd have to kill the Phoenix. And if they did block them, we could have played our Phoenix. I assume we're just dead. They have a million cards and they're not lands. That doesn't kill us. Yeah. I guess Spectacle kills us. Spectacle Shock. Oh well. 4 or 5 game losing streak. Whatever it is has to kill us. I don't know why they're taking so long. Are they really that salty because we fought about our turns? It's literally red every match right now. We've not had a Spellbreaker in multiple games. That one's different. Well, if they don't have a Chain Whirler, This hand's going to end up being very good. I would assume if you're playing this card, you're not playing Chain Whirler. But what do I know? They're turning on Spectacle. So I'm going to play this. Never blocking, so. Yeah, the most system's a little aggravating. I think if he attacks, I'm just going to block. They don't have a lot of mana, so. I feel like I have to block again. Preventing 5 damage is probably okay. Or preventing 2 at the worst case. I don't know what to do now. So I'm going to play you and you. Don't want to keep taking damage from this. They still have 3 cards in their hand and we're at 10. Well, fantastic. It's going to require a pretty large amount of luck now. Nope, it's a burn spell. You can tell how they hovered it. I think we officially went 50-50 with this deck. Exclamation mark necklace, Blade Ogre. I really just don't want to play more red mirrors. Can we make this deck just better versus red? But I don't want to lose to anything but red. Can I just cut the Legion's War Bosses? I'd have to craft more of these. Maybe Shocks? We could. I used to have one. I used to have a green-white tokens deck. But with light up the stages and stuff, it wasn't doing that good. Or I said green-white tokens deck, but I meant this. I wish it would not auto-include these lands. I don't have most of the cards for black-white. That's the problem. Like, I wanted to play this deck. I thought this would be good versus them. But I just don't have the cards. I didn't really want to craft them. What was I just doing? Oh. Whatever. Let's try the Sultai deck, I guess. Really don't want to play Sultai. It takes so long to play matches. This is probably going to be the last match. I'm supposed to log off in 2 minutes. They do load sideboards, but I did not make a sideboard. Matt Damon is dreamy. That's the best name we've had. And they're not wrong. We have nothing to go with our Wild Growth Walker. They mulligan to 5, though. And we have double removal spell, plus a fine finality. They're playing the Gate deck, so we have approximately 0% chance to win versus Gates. Not dung. Like, this deck does not beat Gates. They have lava coils? Well, didn't expect that. Can't win versus the guy who double mulligans. We have to draw some cards if they Gates, I believe. You can win versus anybody who's not playing spells. I'm going to cast you for nothing. Just so I can draw an extra cards if they hit a sweeper. Or I can win the game quicker if they don't. We already have a cast down for one of the other things. Alright. Well, don't have it. Don't have it has been called by me. That's having it. Don't have it has been called by me again. Oh. I wouldn't have played that then. I guess I have multiple of those if they're playing that. I guess I don't want to buy anything back. Just use my mana to do this. I guess I'll take the 2 to attack for the most, but we already have a removal spell. I assume they just have another Crassus, because I don't know why you would ever waste that for 2. It just doesn't even seem reasonable that you'd play that for 2. Only 2. Guess I'm supposed to take mine? Like I said, these green decks literally cannot beat the gate decks. That's the big bonus for playing them. Like sometimes you get off and underneath them or something ridiculous, and you beat them up before they like draw their gates ablaze, which we almost did that game. But beyond that, you just can't do anything. Guess they have circuitous route. Well, we can't ever beat this. Guess we just cast this for 7. Hope they don't have another gate. I don't know why I didn't do it for 8. I forgot I had a Llanowar Elf. Kinda forgot I had a Llanowar Elf. Don't tell anybody. Think I can scoop here. I still have a Guild Gate in play. I don't remember if this list has 2 fine finalities or 1. basically just making plays at random at this point. Oh, well, that expansion just to kill us. Alright, well. We played 3 hours and we're ahead 2 games, it appears. Let's find somebody to host, but going to hop off the line because I may come back later, not sure. Hey, White Darby streaming, BBD streaming, MTG Nerd Girl. I'm trying to scroll down the list and see if there's anybody else that's part of the featured week streaming, because if so, I'm going to host one of them, but I'm not exactly sure if they are or not. Not seeing any of their names. I don't think they are, but I'm not sure. Alright, so who do we host then? I guess let's host Jack Jack. He was the #1 mythic at some point. I'm not quite sure what the current rank is. Thanks for the list, Dave. I'm definitely going to play it some more. And thank you all for stopping by. I don't know what he's playing or what his current rank is, but he was mythic #1 at one point. Take care, everybody, and thanks so much for stopping by. I may be back after the ball game. I probably will be back if we win. I'll probably drown my sorrows in some cake if we lose. Take care. Thank you. And remember, this was sponsored by Wizards. We got to thank them a lot.